Hey y'all, this is MGTV Reactions, and today I'm going to be reacting to my Jazzy Life. I guess this is her coming to clear the air after the drama between her, Medusa, and Chris's sister Sierra. Yeah, it's weird to me because in his live she referred to Sierra as family, as if Sierra is actually her family. But let's get right into it.
I don't know. I can't even come on here and answer that for y'all because I don't know what her purpose is. What's her end goal? Other than she probably got a couple of $100. And then whoever the reactor is, they're going to get money because they come in with fake tea. And if I retaliated, which I'm doing right now, of course I know, they're going to use that and they're going to just try to get their money back. But it's just like you're going on these people's lives for what? I hate that. This is like the downside about being a content creator. We deal with people that clout chase. I don't care what anyone says. This is a clout chasing situation. I also heard her say, like, she spoke on things that I had no control of. Chris knew what I did. I'm gonna say this. He knows this.
My question is this: what brought all of this to the surface years later? That's the main question that I have. Is it because the other reactors over there, they wanted to interview Medusa to see what she could tell them about Chris that we haven't already heard, and that's what made the sister want to pop out of the bushes to talk? Like, I'm just trying to figure out what made all of this come up again years later. What's the reason?
Because we spoke about this before he got on YouTube. He knew what I did as a content creator. He knew what came with it, and he dealt with. You know what I'm saying? She knew what I did. She chose to get on my platform. She knew what we went through. So why are you sitting here making it seem like it's Jasmine's fault? They posted pictures of our family members and da da da. I didn't post that. I can't control what the outside do. I can't control what anyone else do. I can only control what I do. But
I actually agree with that. If a reactor was to find Chris's sister on, and let me just make this clear because I don't want people to think that because of the last video I put out that I am 100%, on, agreeing with Jasmine. No, that's not the case. But the fact of the matter is, they were both made aware that Jasmine was a content creator. And with that, people are searching for more information to dig into Jasmine's life. Okay. And so if the reactors were to find Chris's family on social media and take a photo from social media and post it onto their channel, how does that make it Jasmine's fault that they're digging into Chris's life? It doesn't, that's not her fault.
Still got upset. You're still talking about it. Well, I was upset because this reactor posted this. Reactors that I didn't even know about. Like, talk about a reactor that's a big reactor, someone that has following. You're talking about people that are small. And I was just like, bro, you were literally coming to me about this. I don't even know who these people are. The fact that you're following these pages, and that's the question that we asked that day. Why are you following these people? Why are you watching these people? If you don't do that, you don't watch people like that, you don't follow people, why?
Well, I'll just say this while she's texting over there. Chris's sister did say that she wasn't on YouTube like that. It just popped up on her feed that this interview that Medusa was getting ready to do, and she had no knowledge about it, and she was on the live simply because she knew her name would be brought up. I mean,
hold on now.
I don't believe that is true that she didn't know that Medusa was going to be doing an interview on somebody else's channel. I don't believe that.
My thing is, y'all, I got the biggest heart for people. I'm real kind. I'm real sweet. I don't like holding grudges with people, but I feel like I do get to a point to where I be having to let people know, like, all right, you didn't you really burning bridges. You know what I'm saying? Like, she tried to say, like, oh, I watched your kids. She watched my kids twice when we went on a date. And when we went on
The thing about it is, Jasmine, I don't think that these people even give a damn about burning bridges with you. That lady don't care about burning bridges with you, because if she did, she wouldn't have got online and she wouldn't have went into great detail about the uh, the intricate details of your relationship that you had with her. Her letting people know that she had to give you money and all of that, and saying that you have underlying mental health issues that may have stemmed from your childhood and things like that. All of that stuff is personal. And so, therefore, if you value your relationship with a person, you wouldn't come to the internet and speak about that with strangers that are going to blast it, that negatively speak about the person that you have a so-called relationship with. That lady don't give a damn about burning no bridges with you at all. And I actually think that maybe she doesn't care about burning bridges with her brother, because if Chris doesn't want to be a part of social media, why would he be okay with his sister coming up here confirming or denying or entertaining anything?
we went on a date, and then 2 dates, she watched the kids. She watched Legend twice. When we went to Houston, and she watched Legend with the other kids. That was it. It's not like she was just out here just doing everything for us, how she's trying to make it seem. Yes, she's family. She's helped financially here and there, vice versa. That's irrelevant. But at the same time, it was just like, why do you feel like you got to come on the internet? Because that's my brother. But yet you're here, and whatever, your brother and me we're together, we come together. So you're talking about both of us, but you're trying to act like you're not. You know what I'm
Yeah, I didn't like that. The fact that she came on here to tell and told them that um she gave money to Jasmine or gave money to Chris or whatever during their relationship. I don't understand the purpose or point in even mentioning that when speaking to the reactors. Like, you're basically giving, like, why is it their business that they needed some sort of financial assistance from you? If you did it from the heart, why are we bringing it up and talking about it? Because you know what people are going to say. Oh, Jasmine was over there begging Chris's sister. She needed this, she needed that. And then the other thing that was brought up was the fact that the sister wanted to throw Jasmine a baby shower. Okay. And she said that Jasmine kept telling her, every time she brought it up, Jasmine kept telling her, oh, well, I'm going to have to talk to Chris about that. I'm going to have to talk to Chris about that. And people on the internet are saying that, oh, well, Jasmine probably would have rather to just have gotten everything from the people on the internet than from her. I'm pretty sure Jasmine probably wanted a baby shower with Chris's family and her family there. However, if Chris didn't want that, what is she supposed to do about that? Because from what's being said, it seems as though Chris was embarrassed to have her around everybody except for his sister. I don't know. The whole situation is just weird to me.
You know what I'm saying? You're talking about me, but you're still talking about him because we're tied in. Anything that you say trying to hurt me, you're going to hurt your own blood in the process, if that makes sense. And she said people are going to talk, let them talk. You've came a long way. Yeah, they are going to talk, but I guess my thing is I can't control what she says. I can't control who platform she gets on. But what I am going to say is that, fuck, I forgot. There was something that she said in that live stream. I didn't even finish watching it because it's just like, like I said, what is your motive? Because at first you're saying some stuff, but then you're lying about other stuff. And then I'm like, what is she talking about? And then you're saying that I told them that I had to separate you and Chris. Girl, what? And that's where I'm saying. I hope she sees my live stream. Don't believe everything that people are telling you on this platform. All pissed off and making you want to get on here, and you're talking too much. You know what I'm saying? They're making you talk by feeding you bullshit, and you're talking too much. Right now, you're talking too much. She's not, and it's like this little boy back here behind me. It's so
My thing is
crazy
this
because
with the sister situation. If the social media, I said this in my last video too. If social media, if she felt like social media tore her family apart or messed up her relationship with her brother or other family members or whatever the case may be, because people were in their business, why feel the need to get on here and discuss your business or their business further with people who you felt like caused a rift within your family? I understand that Jasmine put, your brother on YouTube and people had questions about Chris, so they dug into his life or whatever the case may be, and then you somehow came up, whatever the case may be. I understand all that, you know, but to get on here and say that, YouTube, the people on YouTube, the whole situation with YouTube and social media, and Jasmine being on social media caused so many issues. Yeah, you get on social media to discuss all of this issues. You get what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make that make sense to me, because what exactly is her story to be told? How exactly was she impacted by this? I mean, I really don't know. If you guys know, let me know. Let me know down in the comments if I'm missing something here. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. But what actually happened? Okay, somebody posted a photo of her or her children. Okay, what did they get the photo from Jasmine's channel? Did Jasmine post a video of her, or did they go and find her on social media, screenshot the photo, and then post it on their channel? How did this come about, and why does it need to be talked about today? And why are you exposing any details? Like, why did she decide to expose any details about Jasmine and Chris? Like, I just want to know what exactly is the sister's story? What happened to her from this?
because you were upset about the other one not, or so I forgot. I don't even want to care. It's not even none of my business. But I gave you that option to be a part of his life. I gave you that option because I think family is very, very important. I think family is the most important thing. The day that you did come to our house, I'm the reason why he answered the phone.
Well,
But
Jasmine, I'll say this. You think family is so important. It seems like you need to get a closer knit bond with your own family, because it's just not working. With Chris's family, I don't know too much about Phil's family. You seem to be pretty involved in that, but it's not working with Chris's family. And if I were you, like I said in my last video, I would not try to pursue any sort of relationship with the family so that Ledger can have a relationship with them. You need to leave that up to Chris. When Chris is ready and he decides to start picking his child up on his own, it'll be up to him to create, that bond between Legend and the rest of his family. Um,
but you sitting here saying you're trying to put something on me saying that it's everything is my fault. No, Chris is his own person. He gonna do what he want to do. We know that he's his own person. That's anybody. But I'm the reason that he picked up the phone. I said, Chris, she could be calling about anything. Just call, answer your sister, talk to her. Blood is more important. Blood is important. I don't care what y'all going through. Blood is important. He answered the phone. Um,
okay. I'm gonna need you to stop texting and get to it.
hold on, y'all. Go live with Chris and his sister. One, Chris is not going to get on live. Chris is not. He's done with social media. Like he's not. He's done with this. This. And her. I don't. I have no reason to go live with her. And I'm saying this because she's already made her rounds around YouTube. She's already made her rounds around YouTube, right? And the way she talks is she tries to talk like she's better than you. Like that's how she is. Her life is better than yours. Like that's how that woman talks. And I just can't stomach it. You know what I'm saying? So I guess her going. I'm trying to look at both y'all's
They
chats.
saying it like
Her going live on everyone's platform. It's just
they
like,
saying it like that's even possible. Do a live with Chris and his sister. That man is long gone, up under somebody else. Okay, and he don't want nothing to do with anything at all. And the sister, I'm pretty at this point. I feel like their relationship is. It might as well just be over with. The relationship between her and Jasmine.
what are you trying? What are you trying to do? What is your motive now? Who are you trying to please? Is it money? Why would she even be interacting with people on the internet that harassed her own brother and speak negative on her nephew? Oh my God. That is the question. Thank you. That is the question. Why would you be on here talking to people that don't like your brother, that talk bad about your fucking nephew? And what, why? What are you going to get from it?
Attention.
It's giving attention.
Mm.
Oh, I'm about to go into depth and start talking about this stuff. You're just,
That's another thing. I feel like she's making some points here. I mean, she says she loves her brother and everything. She doesn't want to talk, badly about her brother. She's not going to do any of those things. But at the same time, all of these people, every reactor that I've seen definitely has been calling Chris a deadbeat bum all of this time. Okay. They all want to know why he is not involved in his children's life. They want to know they want to know the answers to those questions. So what? You're talking to people who think very low of your brother.
people love attention, especially off. Yeah. How did they get the pictures? Pictures of what? What was pictures of? They said, how did they get? I don't know what picture she got. It's old news, Jazz. Stop feeding the fuel. It is old news. How does Chris feel about it? I'm not even going to say. Just know that what she's doing and how she's doing moving is not gonna get the nigga to talk to you.
Well, I'm confused about that because she basically made it seem like her and Chris are on speaking terms. Their relationship is fine. So what does she mean is not going to get him to talk to her? That's interesting.
Legend. Y'all heard him? He passing gas. He blames you, obviously. No, he does not blame me. He's seen everything. How come you never speak on Christopher? I have spoke on him. I'm speaking about him right now. A picture, okay. A picture of her was up with her and Flo. I think Flo posted it when everyone thought it was Chris's son. Because she accepted her either on Facebook or Instagram. And she was messaging her, I guess. I don't know. That's all I got from that. You need to tell the business. I'm not like that though. I'm not like her. I don't want to stoop down to her level, but I'd have to. I could, because it's crazy. Because I know, like, girl, because I don't try to let everybody catch strays in the mix of beefing with an
Yeah,
adult,
don't do
like
that,
how she just
Jasmine.
lets my son catch strays. Eh, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna let everyone catch strays. No, you're not speaking on him. Every time someone asks you questions about him, you find a way to avoid the question. When it comes
Here's
to
the part
Phil,
that
you
got me.
throw him under the bus quick. Um, As for Philip, Phillips chose to be on my platform and speak his piece. Now, if Chris wanted to come on my YouTube and speak his piece, like how we did on the live stream with me and Philip, that's different. That's different. But Chris is not, he's not the same. Chris and Philip are two different people. Let's get that clear. When it comes to certain things, when it comes to personality, they're two different people. I just feel like there's nothing to speak about. Like, what do you want me to say about him? I already spoke about it. Why are you protecting him? What made her want to come to the internet and talk about all this now? Like, what was the reason for it? That's what we're all trying to understand. What was the reason for it? It's not about Chris. Leave him out of it. Thank you. It's really not. It's just that we are tied in because it's his sister. It's Legend's aunt. And everyone's like, oh, it's about Chris. It's about Chris. What do y'all want to say? Chris ain't on here talking shit. He didn't go to his fucking page talking shit about me.
Okay. Well,
she's never going to get on here and talk badly about Chris. I don't talk badly about either one. I have said some, like, let's not.
oh, she does talk bad about Philip for sure.
And vented when stuff went down with me and him, or when stuff went down with me and Philip. I've got on here and I have vent about certain things.
Not her trying to sit here and act like
I am working.
Now she's sitting here trying to act like she don't ever talk badly about Philip. Child, you get on here and tell all of Philip's business, personal business. You just blasted him for possibly cheating on Hannah, a week ago? Excuse me, Jasmine, yes. You do talk badly about Philip, especially when you wanted to break from them kids. You really was going in on Philip. So don't even do that. You definitely talk about Philip often, and you don't want to talk about Chris at all. But then you want to complain about, never having a break from Legend. Make it make sense.
Working on controlling that. I'm working on that because at the end of the day, y'all are temporary. They in my life forever. And that's no disrespect to y'all. I love every one of y'all, but these two are in my life forever because of the kids, regardless of the situation. So, I mean, what do you want me to say? You seem to have feelings for Christopher because you consistently protect him. I'm always protect him. You're right. I do have feelings for him. I mean, I feel like I said that before. I don't think I'm going to get on here and lie.
Okay, so she just confirmed it. She still is in love with Chris. Okay, she's still over there holding on, waiting for Chris to come back. And with her even saying it, because even if I did feel that way, with the way he left her, my pride wouldn't allow me to even admit that. So that makes me think, is Christopher creeping over there from time to time? Giving Jasmine some of that wood? Is Chris doing that? Because why would she? I mean, the way he left her and the fact that she gets no break at all from Legend, and she has the audacity to sit up here and say she still has feelings for him and she's going to protect him. Well, why are you protecting him? Child, he leave you to protect your damn self. Chris is not concerned or worried. He's on to the next, okay? And he leaves you to protect yourself while you're sitting over here protecting him and worried about how he's going to feel if you say this, how he would feel if you put him on child support, and how he would feel about all this, everything that happens. Everything you do, you consider Chris and how he would feel. Well, how does it feel that he never does the same for you?
I wish you guys could come together for Legend. He needs to know Chris's side of the family. Honestly, I think that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to do that with her. I'm not gonna say come together, but I feel like I tried to let bygones be bygones. When you broke up with Philip, you went into detail about the heartbreak, but not about Christopher. Actually, I did. I came on here and cried. I literally came on here and cried. Philip, I felt like I was forced to come on here and tell y'all stuff. And that was really because other people came onto their platform and started saying stuff. Only time I come, usually, I feel like Chris' situation was the first time that I actually took the initiative to come on and talk to you guys about what's going on in my life without being triggered to come on here. That makes sense from somebody else or pushed. So that's why it's different. Like I said, they're two different people. They're totally different situations. I have one child with one. I have four with the other. Chris is still fresh. So you were with Philip for 15 years, 14 years. Answer my question. I don't know what your question was, but Jazz has matured. Why does she need to explain it? I don't. That's what I'm saying. Don't overshare, girl. I'm not oversharing anything. So Christopher is the favorite. I
Chris is
just don't
definitely the
like
favorite.
Philip like
Oh
I
my
like
gosh,
Chris,
this
if that makes
girl.
sense. You can call
Right. So you don't like Philip like you like Chris, but Philip is the one who comes through for his children. Philip is the one that's providing you with a break, and not just a regular break like every other weekend. He's getting his kids for a week at a time. He's doing for his kids, okay? And Chris leaves the burden of everything on you. But yet he's your favorite and you like him. I mean, you're in love with him still after all that he's done to you. That's very interesting. Let me know what y'all think about that down below.
like you can't
Please.
compare the two. You must be somebody's friend because why are you coming after her about Chris? That's what I'm saying. It's like this man hasn't been on my YouTube in a year now. He's living his life. He sees his son.
Well, when does he see him, Jasmine?
Answer my question. I don't know what your
No,
question
you
is.
saying that when does he see when does Chris see Legend? Because from what we can see, Legend is on your hip 24/7. You can't even go to the gym or play basketball or do nothing without having Legend. So when is Chris seeing his son? Is it when he's coming through creeping on a late night to see you? So he get to see, peek in and see Legend before he give you some? Is that what's going on? Or are you talking about he sees him on FaceTime? When exactly is Chris seeing Legend? And if he is seeing Legend, he damn sure ain't picking him up. So what good is that? He ain't taking him to get his hair cut. You ain't never said, "Oh, Legend's getting ready to go with Daddy." So when is he coming to see the baby? Like, girl, bye.
He sees his son. I don't know what everyone wants me to say, but at the end of the day, this whole topic wasn't
Everybody
even.
wants you to
It's
tell the
about
truth, girl.
why. Like y'all are literally moving from the main reason why I'm here. Is why are we here? Why is his sister coming on reactors panels? Not one, but multiple. Why is she on their panels telling them stuff that didn't happen and stuff that was in private? What is her motive? Y'all are asking me what's my motive. My motive is I'm going to defend myself to the wheels fall off. Y'all already know that. I'm not going to sugarcoat and act fake for anybody. I'm going to always come on here and defend me and my family, my kids. I'm going to always do that.
And your
If
baby
you feel like
daddy.
I'm defending Chris, that's your personal opinion. How I do everything is my choice. Right. When does Chris see his son? That's irrelevant to the world, though.
I mean, if you're gonna say, hold up, if you're gonna say that Chris see his son, let us know when. Because you get on here constantly crying about never getting a break. How's it irrelevant? When does he see him? Why is that a secret when Chris gets to see his son?
Y'all see that flying? What is that? I don't like the way she treats Philip when Philip actually gets his kids. Yes, Philip is closer to where he gets the kids every other week. I have my reasons for why I get angry with him, and it's more to it. Like me and him then got into it to a point. I got into it with him in front of Hannah. I've got into it with him in the group chat with him, and I literally blocked him, and we're literally, I'm talking to her, fuck him type stuff. I don't just come on here and tell y'all everything, but sometimes he be pushed like y'all. I can't even. If you know, then you know. And sometimes it's the pushing. Now the difference between him,
Phil, you don't, Phil gets on your nerves because he pushes you, because he's honest with you and he doesn't sugarcoat shit for you. That's what it is. That's why you have your issues with Philip. Well, why don't you have an issue with the fact that Chris leaves you to do everything by yourself? At the end of the day, Philip is the better baby dad, regardless, because he actually is there for his children. Okay. And he's there for you at times as well. You're able to come along and be a part of the family and everything. Philip, whatever he has going on personal, he has going on personally. But he is the better father and he is the better baby daddy, in my opinion.
and Chris don't push me. He don't push me and say certain things. Philip do
How
push
don't
me.
he
He
push you
pushes
when
with
he
my
just
buttons.
said that you got to respect? Apparently, from what they're saying, he told you that you got to be respectful of his baby moms because they're good mothers. While everybody is able to disrespect you, everybody can disrespect you, but you better not disrespect them. How is he not pushing you? Because that will push me over the motherfucking edge. Okay, how is he not pushing you when he leaves? Just leaves you hanging. How is he not pushing you when you can never get a break? Child, I would be cursing Chris the F out, regardless of whatever feelings I may still have for him if I were Jasmine. Like, what? My buttons would be pushed with Chris because he's not doing nothing. He's not doing enough.
My buttons, and it gets to me. It gets to me, and I'd be ready to go off. But yeah, let's carry on. You don't ask that way. Did she put her hands in your face? That we're gonna speak about that. She said, "Did she put her hands in your face because you swore that didn't happen, but you told us it did?" When did I tell y'all that she put her hands in my face? I've never said, and it's so weird that people keep saying that because she's saying that she put her hand. I'm not that type of person to let somebody put their hands in my face. She never got that close to me. I literally stand there like I don't even think and I'm not trying to. I don't think she's bold enough to do that. I'm just being real. But no, I've never said she put her hands in my face. I don't know who said that, who decided to come on here and speak on that. But no, she did not put her hands in my face. I would not let any bitch put their hands in my face or touch me or anything. Look at Bentley in the back. Maybe he's just trying to be a part of this. He's like, I'm here. What issues would you have and this man takes care of? Just because someone takes care of their kids does not mean it is what it is. Like
Right. So at the end of the day, right now, it is what it is. He take care of his kids, but that don't mean nothing to Jasmine because she feel like he's obligated to do that. Meanwhile, Chris is not obligated to do a goddamn thing. Chris ain't got to do nothing but answer the phone every once in a while. Let Jasmine tell it. He ain't got to send no money. He ain't got to really spend no time with his son. He ain't got to pick him up. He ain't got to take get his haircut, go to the doctor's office with him. He ain't got to do nothing but pick up the phone from time to time and talk to Jasmine. And if she get better for her, he really ain't got to do nothing else after that. That's all Jasmine wants. She wants the family with Chris that she thought she'd have. She wants the family with Chris that she thought she'd have, even though she completely ignored the way he did his other baby mom. You're gonna have to let go of that fantasy of Chris being the man you wanted him to be. You have to accept Chris for who he actually showed you that he
what's going on. So that's where you're
is.
trying to get me at. You literally just said that you talk about what's going on with Philip, but I'm literally trying not to, but you keep asking questions. But that's not the problem. These people on here love drama. It's sick how invested they are in your life. It's weird. Nothing my foot's going.
I don't know what's going on with my connection. Hold on. Okay.
Nothing that they ask is anyone's business. Anyone, please find a lie. Jazz, I'm watching you since Kaylin was a baby, and I'm so glad you're not with Philip anymore. Y'all have to thank you for watching. Y'all have to keep in mind that there are things in her life we don't know. Thank you. Just because she's a content creator, that doesn't mean she shares every aspect of her life. It's stuff that happens that she keeps. Thank you. Thank you. I don't share everything. People think that we do. Only time I come out here and I be feeling like I'm pressured. Like right now, I feel pressure because like it's a year later and I feel like I have to speak on something. I have to speak on something because this is my image. Like she said, she doesn't care that this is my job. Those are her words. She does not.
Jasmine just said this is her image, and she has to get on here and talk
Give
about
thanks for amazing
it
deals
because
at
uh,
K&J.
it's her image. Here's the thing, Jasmine, you definitely were not concerned about your image when you did a lot of things here on YouTube that made people feel the way that they feel about you. This situation appear any worse than it already was looking. Let me get through this ad. Oh gosh, this is a little bit too long for me.
Those are her words. She does not care that this is my job, place of income. Don't care. She says she has to speak her truth. So, being that this is my place, this is my image that she's trying to tarnish.
Now, when she
Why?
says speaking her truth, here's my thing. I could understand if Jasmine came on here speaking badly about her or trying to tell her business or did something to directly affect her. Then I would understand her having to speak her truth. But I haven't heard of Jasmine saying anything badly about this woman before this or anything. Jasmine barely even wants to talk about Chris. So what truth is there to tell? Okay, her children and her got posted on a reactor's channel, but yet you're here talking to the reactors. So none of this makes sense to me at the end of the day. And you know what? At this point, I'm actually done with it. There's a part in this live where she's talking about how, she can't do all the talking with Chris's sister. She'd rather just pull up. That's what she'd rather do instead of just sitting on here talking. Jasmine is a trip, okay? In my opinion, anybody could do anything to Jasmine, especially Chris, okay? And she's what? She's going to be willing to reconcile with. She will reconcile with this lady just for the simple fact that it's Chris's sister. So what, Jasmine? This is just pointless. And you got on here, my pride. I'm telling you, my pride wouldn't even allow me to admit that I still love Chris, have feelings for Chris, or whatever, or trying to protect Chris. None of that, because he never protected her, like at all. Like I don't even know how she even managed to sit up here and let that come out of her mouth. Because me, no. Wouldn't happen. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on that down below in the comments. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.